Hello, how is everyone? I hope you're all well. So, I came across some Polycro ground sheet kits, footprint kits on AliExpress. They were only £5, and in each kit you get the bungees and the grommets and 2 Polycro sheets. Could it be any louder? 2 Polycro sheets. If you don't know what Polycro is, basically it's what they use on greenhouses, sometimes to protect the glass, or they make poly tunnels out of and things like that. But I'll show you, because I've made some up. I bought 2 sets. I bought sets for a 1-man tent, and I bought sets for a 2-man tent. So as I say, in each package will come enough materials to make 2 ground sheets. So either 2 for a 2-man or 2 for a 1-man. Lots of 2s, lots of 2s and 1s. This is it. Weighs nothing. So the 2-man comes in at 50 grams made up, and I'll show you how you make them in a moment. Because what I've got to do, I'm going to put the Storm Star up, because I ordered a aftermarket gear store for it from a little company, well, a girl called Lucy at Quintcraft, and I'll put her link in the description as well. So she's making the gear stores for the Kuiu Storm Star, as well as other tents, and she also makes footprints and everything. So I'll put the link in the description. But this is I'm holding the middle there. You've got the option of putting 4 or 6 guy out points on these, or not at all, or none at all. And this is the made up. So it's got quite a strong resistance to being pulled about. What it doesn't have though is super strong resistance for twigs, leaves, stones, etc. going through. Now I've seen a guy who uses these, and he's used them, is it the PCT? I might have that wrong. So in America, the PCT trail, is it? And he used this on the whole, or one of them, on the whole season. And you can cut these. These come at a size that most 2-man and 1-man tents are. But if needs be, you can cut them to shape and cut them down to size if you wanted. It's just really more for you through hiking stuff. But anyway, I'll get it pegged out and we'll have a look at it, and then I'm going to put the Storm Star up, because I want to try the gear store that I bought off Lucy from Quintcraft. In it, we'll have a look how it fits and if it's worth buying. Right, I'll bring you back in a moment. Right, so I've pegged it out on the grass. I've already just put the 4 pegs in it, just so you can see, but that is perfectly fine too if you wanted to. So on grass you can, obviously it's going under your tent, it's quite strong to walk on. It's just not so good if you got twigs and rocks underneath it, so you need to clear your area as much as you can. But on this I also put these middle ones, so if needs be I could peg it there as well. In all honesty, I only put them on because they came with the kit. You'd get away with 4. Right, whilst I get the Storm Star out of its bag, etc., I'll pass it over to me. Earlier on, making this footprint, and I'll probably put at some point up I'll put the link in the description, so if you want to go and look at the dimensions, I think it's 130 centimetres wide by 220 long, and I think the 1-man is 110 centimetres wide, but still by 220 long. But if you want to double check yourself, go check it out in the link that I'll leave in the description. Right, I'll get the Storm Star put up for now while you're watching in the kitchen. So just before I put you over to the kitchen, I'll quickly show you. This is what our store the Storm Star, the Storm Star in now. It's just, I get these for a tenner off eBay. It's just a army survival bag, Arctic survival bag, stuff sack, and they're massive. But it's so much easier than trying to shove it into that little tent. So I can fast pack this away, no problem at all now. Right, let me get on, put it up, and I'll bring you back. Thank you, Me in the Garden, for passing these lovely people across to me here in the kitchen. Right, so when you order these, you get 2 sheets of the Polycro in a bag, and you get your bungees, and these are the ringlets to reinforce where you're putting them in. I've taken this one out of the bag and just stuffed it back in. When they come, they're really flat packed. Look, in that tiny little bag there. So when you unravel them, you might think there's only one, but there isn't. There's actually 2 in the pack. You can buy these in packs of 2, 6, 4, etc. But I don't know if I already said the price, but I'll repeat it. It's £5 for the kit, and you get 2 in each kit. So this is the Polycro as it comes, like that. So the tools that you'll need basically is just something to pierce a hole. So you do get 16 of these little grommets. So you can choose yourself whether you want to just put them in the 4 corners, or if you also want to add 2 into the middle of it. But for this one, I'm just going to find the ends of it. This is the 2-man one that you will now be looking at with me in the garden. I've already done 2 1-man footprints. The measurements and that, if you look on the link, it'll tell you what the measurements are. But the beauty of this stuff is you can just cut it down yourself to suit the size. So if it needs trim or anything, you can do that. So what I've been doing, this is going to be difficult for you to see, I know, because it's clear. But I find the corner, and then it's got some M tape on, which is surprisingly, when you peel that off, it's surprisingly strong. So I get the corner, and I've just been simply dropping it onto the corner there, give it a bit of a press down. So that's one side done. Then obviously we just flip this over. Don't worry, I'm not going to put you through doing all of them. I'm just showing you how I do one. But I will have to continue to do this because this is the one that you're watching in the garden with. Oh, don't come off there. It stuck to my finger then. So this is about the most tricky part, getting this lined up with that one. I don't think it needs to be absolutely perfect, but as long as you get it close enough, because once it's on, it's very difficult to move. But there we go. So there, I've got that on, both stuck on both sides. And how long these will stay, I don't know. But this feel very stuck on very strong. Then all I've been doing, whether it's right or wrong, but obviously you've got to get a hole in there, is I've just been pushing this Phillips screwdriver through, then get one of the bungee cords. I mean, if you want these longer, obviously this bungee is cheap enough to buy off Amazon in a roll. You could buy it. It's always handy to have anyway, and you could make them longer if needs be. And then all I do is I've just been knotting them like so. You'll see in the garden anyway, I'll have showed you probably. Then just pull that too. So there's one corner already done. So what I'll do, I'm going to crack on and do the rest, because obviously I need this for what you're watching at the moment. But while you're here, if I can find them, I'll just get the kitchen scales, and what I'll do, I shall weigh the one-man one that I've already made. So we're in grams there. So this is one of the one-man ones. Look at that. Literally, well, I can tell you, weighs very little. I've already put the grommets. There's 6 of these on with the elastic. So we weigh that and see what that weighs. 46 grams. 46 grams. And in the garden, I'll show you how strong it is when you pull it. So it's got strength that way, but obviously I don't know if I've mentioned or not, but if you were going to take it to a woodland, I don't think you want to really clear the ground. It's more for on grass and stuff like that, this. Anyway, back to me and the Storm Star in the garden. There you go, they're dead easy to do once you've got the knack of them. Literally you can have them grommets and everything put in within 5. Make a whole ground sheet within 5-10 minutes most. Right, anyway, so what has been my bugbear? Not my bugbear about other people. Excuse me, I'm slobbering. Other people putting this tent up, grown-ass, airy-ass blokes, whinging and going, oh, the clips are too hard. I've tried every way and I can't put it up. It's really depressing me. I'm gonna... Whatever. You know, there's young girls, look at Miela. She's there, 20-odd-year-old girl. She's got this tent. She's had it up on top of mountains and gale force winds. She's getting the clips together, no problem. You've got Donovan Senior, bless her soul. I'm not going to say her age, but she's an older woman, not elderly, older woman. She's got arthritis in her hands. She clips it together, no problem. The mistake that people keep doing time and time again, even the ones who goes, I still can't get it. What they're doing, you've got to not clip any of the tent up. So you get the tent to this stage. Another thing, people saying, oh, these poles, all you've got to do is make sure they're seated into the bottom of there properly, that's it. And then with the clips, and I see it, people are doing it time and time again, saying these clips are still doing it. What they're doing is they're pegging the tent up halfway around the bottom, or even putting clipping it up onto the poles halfway. You don't touch any of the smaller pole clips. You do the 4 main C-clips first. That way there's no tension on the material at this point. You start clipping up, you put tension on the material, which causes it difficult. They're still a little bit stiff, but that's what they're designed to do. And I can imagine cold conditions, etc. But honestly, you don't need to be Samson to do them up. So, like, let me show you what I'm doing here now. Just trying to keep, where's the sun gone? Around that way. I'll raise you up. You raise me up. And I'll get you as close as I can. So with the C-clips, tilt you down a little bit. You want them, before you even start, is to have the C-clips open already. You don't want to faff about with C-clips that aren't open. So they're open already. They go on there like that. All I do is I put my finger like that under the clip. But you can see there's no pressure being pulled on this outer, which makes it a bit easier. We put the clip round, give it a little push down. There, that's in. What is difficult about that? Let's do the next one. Get the next C-clip on. So as you can see, I've already opened. I've already got the C-clips open. We'll just pick this up. I know what people are going to be saying, but it's not that one, it's the top ones. So that goes over the 2. There you go. I've got my fingers like that. There, it's in. Look, it's in. Right. Now let's do these top ones. I can't really get you as close as I want to, so Just bear with us. You might topple over actually. So then the top clips here, again, already opened. There we go, that's through there, like that. Like, they use a little bit of tension, but if you'd have clipped all these up, you'd have had a lot more tension. And it'd have been a lot harder to do. So they're there like that. Clipped in. Come on, people. Let's do this next one. So this is the last one. And people might be going, ah, this is where they get hard. There is a bit more tension on this one, admittedly. You can see there is. But it's not that bad. Just click that over like that. Finger underneath. There, it's on. What's difficult about that? And by the way, there was frost on the car this morning. So even though the sun's out, it's still cold here. Could you do that with gloves? You could do that with gloves. But the key is not to clip up any of the small clips onto the tent. And you'll get it done no problem. And it's the same taking it down. The last thing you undo are these C-clips. So take all of the little pole clips off first. So look, you can see I've not clipped any of these on whatsoever. And you don't do that until you've clipped on the big C-clips. Then start clipping it up. Honestly, it's not rocket science. And people are just really peeing me off, whinging about this tent. If you've picked this tent up like me for £300 and you've bought yourself a 620 odd pound for 300 quid and you're just out trying to find minor faults, the same as the door thing, easy little things, you know it. It's crazy. So there, done. No time at all. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right, I'm going to peg it out and I'm going to bring you back and show you this Kuiu Storm. Now we're finished ranting on. So there we are, all pegged out. I've actually undone the pegs at the end for the ground sheet. It's a little bit too long, but you can see width-wise, fits no problem. It was only really pegged out just so I can get the tent over the top of it. Once that's done, the pegs can come out. So for future me reference, I could cut the next one down shorter, you know. So yeah, I would definitely, whatever you're using it for, have a measure of your tent floor first so you know that it's not going to be too long for your tent or too wide. But that fits all right, that. Right, I'll get this Kuiu Storm from Quintcraft and I'll show you that. I'm trying to find which was the best for the sun because it looks dark to me no matter where I'm going. Right, it won't be a second. I've left it in there. Right, so this is it. You check out the store. See if I can put their own little label on. And you can get this in different colours as well. I think she does it in black, olive or white. I got it in white. So when I put me, well, I don't know if it'd make any difference. Hang my phone in it. I can watch YouTube or whatever I'm watching. You know what I mean? Through my phone, lay down, have the phone in the Kuiu Storm. So it's just attached. She's done there's bungees on here, and Lucy's attached these little pull cords. I can't remember what's inside to attach these to now, if I'm honest. But all the stitching is very good. I don't know if you're going to see. To me this picture looks dark. It might not once the video's out. But yeah, and then obviously you've got all lovely stitched around there. So the price of these Kuiu Storms, I was going to buy the Kuiu one, which is £25 by the way. But then by the time we've added shipping, etc., it was going to be nearly £40 to have the Kuiu one shipped to us at the UK. So I came across Lucy and Quintcraft And there they were on our website, 25. So these are £25, but that includes postage. So there, yeah. But like I say, she does footprints, gear stores, she does all sorts of bits and bobs. So like I say, I'll leave her website in the description. This isn't a paid promotion. I paid for everything here myself, so go and check it out. I just said to Lucy that I'll see how it fits, because I thought a lot of Kuiu Storm Star people might be interested in getting this for their tent. So I'll pop it in the tent and I'll bring you back once it's inside and up, and we can see how it fits. So there it is, fitted. It was just a case, thread the toggles through there, and you can obviously then adjust these corner tensions. There's your gear store. Pop your phone in, keys in, whatever you want. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Admittedly, £25 might seem a bit steep to some people, but that's the going rate these days. And don't forget, she's making them herself, buying the material, spending the time stitching it up, all that, you know, so it's not expensive at all when you think about it like that. She's probably just on minimum wage making them, to be honest, if not less. Yeah, so happy with that. So there you go. If you want one, and posted from the UK, gets to you within a week, go and check out Lucy and her website and have a look what's on there for you. Right, marvellous. Right guys, that's it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found them couple of things useful. Might save you a few quid, and also might save you a few grams on the old backpack with those. So let's say this is all just a first look for me on them bits. Not a long-term review or anything, but there's plenty of long-term reviews on the Polycro ground sheets, people using them as ground sheets, etc. So for me, it was just easier to buy it as a kit. You can see you get two. You get the materials for two ground sheets. I'll leave that in. Ground sheets. Anyway, yeah. So hopefully there's something that you can take away from there. And the clips, people, and just, yeah, seasoned mountaineers, can't do it. Get over yourselves and get it done. Right, all right, guys. Until next time, whatever it is, whatever we're doing, just hands put there. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like and all that. Till next time, love you loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.